All right, ready to dive deep. Today, we're talking about a communication game changer,
Ooh, lay it on me.
validation.
Validation,
And,
interesting.
yeah, and, we have this book, I Hear You, by Michael S. Sorensen.
Okay.
And honestly, it's not just about, making conversations nice.
Right.
It's about, like, actually navigating tough conversations,
Yeah, I like it.
like really connecting,
Keeper.
and even handling your own, emotional stuff.
Oh, interesting.
So much good stuff packed in here.
Yeah.
But you know what?
What?
The book starts out, like,
Yeah.
right away. It talks about this thing we all do.
What's that?
We try to solve everyone's problems.
Oh, yeah.
Someone's struggling, we jump into fix-it mode.
Yeah.
Why do we do that?
Well, I think it's natural. We want to be helpful, right?
Of course.
We see someone struggling and our instinct is to make it better.
Make them feel better.
Yeah, fix the problem. But sometimes what people really need is just to feel heard. Have their feelings acknowledged.
I'm not necessarily fixed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Validated. That's where the validation comes in.
Okay.
It's about acknowledging their perspective and their feelings, even if you don't necessarily agree with them.
So you're not trying to change their mind.
No. You're not trying to fix them. You're just creating a safe space for them to be open and honest
Got it.
and communicate authentically.
All right, so how do we do that?
Well, Sorensen has this really cool 4-step framework for validation.
Oh, I love a good framework. Give it to me.
All right, step 1 is listening empathically.
Okay.
And I know that sounds basic.
Yeah.
But it's not just about waiting for your turn to speak.
Uh-huh.
It's about actually trying to see the world from their point of view.
Okay, that's harder than it sounds sometimes.
It is.
So step 1, listen empathically. Step 2.
Step 2 is validating their emotions.
Okay, so not saying like, I agree with you.
No, not necessarily. It's more like saying, hey, given what you're going through, it makes total sense that you feel this way.
Right.
You're acknowledging that their feelings are valid.
Validate the feelings, not necessarily the thought. Right.
Right, exactly.
You don't have to agree with them.
No, you don't have to agree with the thought. You just have to understand their feelings make sense in the context of what they're going through.
Okay, so we've listened empathically.
Yep.
We've validated their emotions.
Uh-huh.
What's next?
Offer a supportive response.
Okay.
And that could be as simple as saying, I'm here for you. Or, maybe offering some practical help.
Yeah, if that's appropriate.
But only if they seem open to it.
Right. Reading the room, reading the person.
Right. You don't want to force it on them.
So support, but only if they want it.
Yeah. And then finally, sharing your perspective. But.
Oh, there's a but?
Big but.
Okay.
Only if they ask for it.
Ooh, that's interesting.
It's about respecting their needs and letting them lead the conversation.
So not just dumping your perspective on them.
No.
Okay, so it's all about them. Okay, I like it. So we've got this 4-step framework for validation.
Yep.
But Sorensen also talks about the ripple effect of this, right?
Yes, absolutely.
He says it can strengthen marriages, friendships. It can even improve dynamics in the workplace.
It's really powerful.
Yeah, and, it makes sense. We all crave feeling connected, right?
Absolutely.
But why is it so powerful? Why is feeling heard such a game changer?
It's not just about being polite.
Okay.
When someone feels truly understood, their brain actually releases oxytocin.
Wait, oxytocin?
Yeah.
The bonding hormone.
Science is backing this up.
Yeah.
Okay. It builds trust, it lowers defenses, and that's when real connection happens.
So it literally changes things.
Yeah.
Like chemically.
Yeah.
Okay. Why
Think
not?
about it. Haven't you noticed how much easier it is to work through a conflict when you know the other person gets where you're coming from?
100%.
It just changes the whole dynamic.
Yeah, it's not a fight anymore.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
But it's one thing to talk about these steps, right? How do we actually use them?
Well, the cool thing about Sorensen's book is that he doesn't just tell you what to do.
Uh-huh.
He gives you actual scripts to use.
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah.
So like real life examples.
Exactly.
Okay, give me an example.
Okay, so imagine you're having a disagreement with a friend.
Yeah.
Instead of getting defensive, you could try saying something like, hey, I hear how frustrated you are, and it makes sense to me why you'd feel that way.
Okay.
Can you help me understand what's most important to you in this situation?
So instead of like, no, you're wrong.
Exactly. You're shifting the focus from being right to understanding each other.
Oh, I like that shift. Okay, that makes total sense for like, arguments.
Mm-hmm.
But what about like dealing with our own emotions?
That's where self-validation comes in.
Oh yeah, you mentioned that earlier. Self-validation.
It's like giving yourself a big hug.
Okay. I can get behind that.
It's about treating yourself with the same kindness and understanding you would offer a friend.
So being your own best friend.
Exactly. Because we often judge our own emotions, right?
All the time.
Well, I shouldn't feel this way, or, oh, I'm so overreacting.
Yeah, all the shoulds.
But self-validation is about acknowledging those feelings without judgment.
Okay.
And there are actually techniques you can use to do this, like journaling,
Okay.
mindfulness exercises.
So it's about getting curious about the emotions,
Exactly.
not just shutting them down.
No, it's about understanding them and being kind to yourself in the process.
So, for example, if I'm like feeling super anxious about something,
Yeah.
instead of just being like, why am I so anxious?
Right.
I could try saying, okay, I'm feeling anxious right now, and that's understandable given what's going on.
Yes,
What can I do to take care of myself in this moment?
exactly. It's about being compassionate with yourself.
So it's not about ignoring the problem.
No,
It's about understanding the emotions that the problem is creating and then working through it.
it's about recognizing that you're human, you have feelings, and that's okay.
It's about being human.
And you know what? That self-compassion actually builds resilience.
Oh, interesting.
Because when we validate our own emotions, we can better navigate those ups and downs without getting swept away by them.
So it's not about eliminating the negative emotions.
No.
It's about riding the wave.
Exactly.
So this whole validation thing, it's not just a communication trick. It's a whole different approach to relationships and to ourselves.
I love that.
It's about fostering understanding, building strong connections, and being kinder to ourselves in the process.
Powerful stuff.
Powerful stuff indeed. All right, listeners, one last thought for you to ponder as you go about your day.
Ooh, let's hear it.
Think back to a recent conversation where things got a little heated, maybe an argument or disagreement.
Okay.
How might validation have changed things?
Good question.
Could it have led to a different outcome? Could it have fostered a deeper understanding?
Interesting.
Keep that in mind. See what shifts you can create.
I like it.
That's it for our deep dive today. We'll see you next time.
Bye, everyone.
See ya.